I get a lot of questions from people asking, man, how do I build more confidence? How do I believe in myself more? These people usually ask me this because they're nervous or maybe have some trepidation about some new endeavor that they're going to embark in, whether it's starting a business, going to a new school, moving out their parents' house, going to a new city. Maybe they're about to have kids, you know, they knocked their girlfriend up and now they're worried about being a new dad. Whatever the case may be, the more confidence you have in yourself, the better. In this video, I'm going to break down some things you can do to actually build confidence in yourself so you believe in yourself more, so you have less fear when you go into these new situations, so you can attack your new endeavor with more enthusiasm and more vigor. And if done right, what this is going to do is put you in a better chance to succeed. When I hear people tell me, man, how do I get more confident? How do I believe in myself? How do I have less fear? I usually think, you know what, man, if you don't have confidence in yourself now, there's probably a reason for that. You probably shouldn't be confident in yourself, right? You have to give yourself a reason to be confident in it. So a lot of times when I say that, people say, no, you should just have confidence in yourself. You should just be confident. And they're confusing confidence with self-love. It's okay to just love yourself, but it's not okay to just be confident in yourself, right? Like my son, he's, in second grade, he's 7 years old. I love him to death. He's the most important thing in my life, but I don't have any confidence in him to do regular shit. Like he can't go to school on his own. I don't have confidence to leave him home by himself over the weekend or some shit. In fact, they would take him away from me if I did that, right? That'd be neglect. The government wouldn't allow me to do that. No one has confidence in them, but I still love them, right? So there's a difference between confidence and self-love. I think people misconstrue the two too frequently. Confidence comes from competence. So there's two types of confidence. There's confidence where you have the domain confidence, meaning like you are confident in your ability to do a certain thing. Then you have overall confidence, where you have confidence in your ability to handle life's challenges or to handle particular tasks. Domain confidence would be like if you was a plumber, you went to plumbing school. I don't know how people learn to plumb, right? But let's say you went to the plumbing university, you got your master's in plumbing, majored in pipes. I don't know how it works, right? But you come out and you know how to plumb shit. You basically a Mario brother. You really good at plumbing, man. You one of the best in the world. You come from a long line of plumbers. Your daddy was out here plumbing shit, right? And he taught you how to plumb when you was a kid. So if something's wrong with your sink, you have total confidence that you can actually fix that problem. Me, I ain't never plumbed shit. I don't know if I saw a wrench in real life. I'm assuming that's a plumbing tool, right? But I don't even know what tool. I don't know shit about plumbing. I don't know shit about pipes. If I had confidence in my ability to do my own plumbing, that would be delusion. I'd be a fucking crazy person, So a lot of times it's okay to not have domain confidence in something you shouldn't have confidence in. I shouldn't have confidence in my ability to do my own plumbing. I'm not trained in it. I never did it before. For me, if I was to have confidence in my ability to do that, it would be legit delusion, right? So how do you get domain confidence, right? You get that from practice. It comes from competence. You got to keep working at something until you get good at it. You got to get training. Maybe you have a mentor. Maybe you studied the thing. You've probably done it for a long period of time, and then you have confidence in your ability to do it. Now, I think everyone kind of knows that. To get good at something, you just do it for a lot of time, maybe get some training. But when we're talking about overall confidence in yourself, that comes from trusting yourself. You got to build trust in yourself. So there's a lot of things in your life that you're supposed to be doing. Maybe stuff you're supposed to be doing every day. Maybe habits. Maybe you've been trying to develop some good habits. You've been trying to eat right. You've been trying to work out better. Whatever it is. And what's happening is most of you guys aren't doing those things every day. Things you're supposed to be doing. And because you're supposed to be doing something and you don't do it on a subconscious level, that makes you trust yourself less. So when you want to do some big shit, on a subconscious level, fuck, man, I can't even control the amount of food I put in my mouth. I can't even stop eating these candy and cakes. How am I going to start a 7-figure business? And there's truth to that, right? So it's going to be difficult for you to overcome these things because you're not doing little shit. The way I started to build my confidence is there was a guy who I really looked up to. His name was Bill Phillips in the 90s. And he had a supplement line called EAS Sports Nutrition. He later sold that company to Abbott Laboratories for about $100 million. And that was in 2000, right? So it's worth a lot more money now, more than double that. But Bill said in an article I read, every day, write down 5 things that you're going to do that day. And no matter what, get those 5 things done. You know, a lot of times people say make it shit like make your bed, clean your room, but I don't think they should be bullshit stuff. I never made my bed. I haven't made a bed in at least 5 years, right? Straight up. It should be shit that will actually move you towards your goal, right? We don't want to just do busy work or just do random shit. So for me, it was going to be, okay, I'm going to work out, right? And mind you, I was in high school. I was like 16, 17 when I started doing this. I'm going to work out. I was in high school, right? So again, I'm going to study. And it should be things that you have to make yourself do, not regular shit. I'm going to eat food today. Like, okay, man, these are examples. I'm going to work out. I'm going to study. I'm going to wake up at 5. That's something I used to do when I was a kid. I woke up at 5:30 and I ran a mile. I was a crazy kid. Woke up at 5:30. I was going to drink a gallon of water. Right, this is simple shit, right? Oh, you know what I would read, like outside of school shit. I started reading. And I just said, no matter what, I'm going to make sure I do these things every day, right? And what happens is, once you start doing this shit every day, right, you start to, trust yourself more. You start to believe in yourself more. You start to feel like, oh man, I'm doing what I say I'm supposed to do, right? And then you start to think, okay, what else can I do? And then these things start becoming more difficult. Over time, you have more confidence in your ability to put more difficult things on this list, right? Working out is not something you have to fucking say, oh, I'm going to work out today. I'm going to drink a gallon of water. It becomes regular. So now you start replacing this stuff with more difficult things. And these 5 things. And then what happens is, man, you start to trust yourself, right? Because you're building habits and you know you're doing things that'll move you in the right direction. And you have a record that you've been doing the right things over a long period of time. Things you have to make sure you do these things every day, because if you don't do these things every day, what happens is you're going to trust yourself less, right? Think about it. It's like if somebody you care about say, hey, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And it's going to help you. And they don't do it over and over again for a long period of time. How much confidence are you going to have in that person? That person is you. But imagine you were doing the things that you're supposed to do every day, and you have a record that you've been doing this shit for a long period of time. For example, somebody told you, I was going to do this for you and it's going to help you accomplish your goals, and they do it every day over a long period of time. Will you trust that person? Yes. Would you have confidence in that person? Yes. That person is you. You got to give yourself a foundation to stand on. So everything you do or don't do, it's like you're casting a vote. Right? You're voting for the person you want to be. Do you want to be bitch ass motherfucker, or you want to be a real motherfucker, a motherfucker who does what he's supposed to do when he's supposed to do it, whether he feels like it or not? And what really helps you out is if you build some sort of tracker. So I've created something for you that's more sophisticated than writing shit on notebooks for you. So we got here, this is something called the Victory Vision Planner. And you can download links in your description. It has 2 things. One, the Ambition Planner and the Success Tracker. Right. So in the Success Tracker, this is data for one of my people who I trained. Right. But anyway, so basically I had him track how many hours he worked on his main goal each day. I had him track his income each day. Boom. Right. And then I had him track, the health stuff, like how much he slept, if he worked out or not. And now we have a record. Oh man, he worked out 80% of the time, which is the goal, right? He was supposed to have an average of 4 hours a day. He started working on this thing. Cool, man, he's doing it. Boom. And then he was tracking his calories and his macros. If he tracks every day, this is stuff that will really help him accomplish his weight loss goal. Like, he lost a lot of weight over time. And then when you download this, you can delete this and you can actually add more habits if you want. You don't change the income and don't change the weight, because these are the results of what you do. This shows that what you're doing is working. This shows what you're doing. So don't change the income and don't change the weight, because these graphs will populate based off what you type in here. For example, if I go here and I change, let me just change it. Let's say he made $14,000, right? You'll see the graph jump up. You see the graph jumped up, and you'll have it for yourself. And you can just duplicate this every month, right? But what happens is you can actually add more habits here if you want, and then you can see how often you actually do this shit. And once you start doing it every day, guess what? You're going to believe in yourself more, because you're doing the things that help you accomplish your goals. I'm a maniac about this. I track everything. It started with just those 5 things that Bill Phillips said, but my habit tracker is elaborate. I've talked about it here. If you want to download this, this is 100% free. The link in the description. But what's going to happen, guys, is once you start building a record, you have like a visual record of you doing the things you're supposed to do every day. How could you not believe in yourself more? How could you not have more confidence in yourself? And this will translate into the domain confidence. If we go back to the plumbing example, I might not have confidence in my ability to plumb, but because I have confidence in my ability to do what I say I'm gonna do, what's gonna happen is I'll have confidence in my ability to learn how to plumb. right? Because now I have evidence that shows that when I set out to do something, I do it. It translates to your domain expertise, right? But you have more confidence in yourself. And then what's going to happen? You're going to start setting bigger goals, and you'll set them confidently. You'll be able to think bigger. You'll be able to stand on all these results. You'll be able to stand on weeks or months of you doing the right thing every day. And then from that, it'll give you the confidence that you desire. If you want, I have another video on exactly how to use this tracker and all the stuff it does. Go watch that video now. All right.